Hello. We're back. Potentially for the last time. For Final Fantasy Tactics, that it's not like forever, ever. You know what I mean. So I think all of these are just 10 million versions of the same save. Yes. Hello, Akka. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh shit, we have almost enough funds to trigger the Agrias birthday quest. Ho ho ho. How goes things? Alright, for this quest, I think, let's see. Oh, also we recruited Cloud. I'm sure that that you would be pleased to see him. But yeah, this is the full squad. We have all of our named characters, plus, including Boko, plus our bonus purchased unit because we were not feeling our units at the very beginning. Things go sadness, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, so we have our academy buddies. Oh, we have an ad starting in a minute. Akka, when that gets to like 10 seconds on your side or whatever, feel free to hit that snooze button. Yeah, so we have our academy buddies. We have our mercenary. We have Lad, Alicia, and Lavian, who are our characters that came with Agrias and Gafgarian. And got Luso. We got Balthier. We have human race. We are technically missing one character, which is the difficult to obtain reward character at the end of the Dark Dungeon, or whatever it is called in this game, in this version of the game. And let me tell you, I don't want to do that. Something I have been learning about myself as I have been playing through the Final Fantasy series is that if it's just gonna be grinding forever with like only like one monster or something to like be our, you know, guiding like lamppost, I'm probably not gonna have a good time with it. We did the super boss, quote unquote, of FF1. FF2, I believe, did not have anything particularly crazy for us. FF3 on our playthrough still have not beat that final final super boss, because apparently you have to be something like your average player is gonna have to be like easily in like level 80 for that game to do that. So I was like, fuck that. FF4, I believe, did not have a super boss. FF5, to my credit, we did both of those. We did both of their super bosses, because leveling up in FF5 is like relatively quick, and it was rewarding. Like I was always getting closer and closer to like my desired build. And I don't think we did a ton of grinding like in the post game. I think we were already pretty close to there just from like me having played the game, which is why we did that. FF6, I think we did most of the stuff, maybe not all of it, but we did most of it. FF7, yeah, I don't think we're getting to either of those weapons. I don't think we're beating Ruby or Emerald Weapon. I'm not a teenager. I do not have endless hours to just grind for ability points to build up materia. So, yeah, this is something I've learned. In the past, I always used the excuse of like, oh, I'll do it when like I beat the game or whatever, and then I just like didn't, you know. So and then like I had other excuses. Now I just know I'm just not a super boss person. I beat the game. I did most of the challenges. That is good enough for me. So, anyway. We have all but one of the characters because I don't feel like doing that challenge. I'm considering this good enough, especially since if we got that guy, I'm pretty sure we would have to dismiss one of our units. And at this point, I like all of our characters too much to do that. Maybe not Judy. Judy might be able to go. our black mage with 49 faith. Ugh. Jeebus. I like all of my units equally 30 minutes earlier. I don't care for Judy. But yeah, so we have Brigand's Den. This is a fight that will give us a little bit of Agrias dialogue. And I do think that might be it. Lasalia, Golland, the desert. I think that there is... Hold on. If I remember correctly, one of these cities, if we go to it, it will unlock the like dark dungeon or something like that. So I want to unlock it. We might do like one map of it or something to get some money. But yeah, we're gonna do Brigand's Den. We're going to trigger the Agrias birthday quest, and then we're gonna attempt to beat the game. Let's see. Good reminder. When is Agrias's birthday? Lady Agrias. Age 24. That's it? Shit. I'm gonna roll characters in 11 and 14 in this series. I've already been playing 14 separately. I haven't picked it up in a while, but I've been streaming that. Oopsie daisy. I almost just dumped my tea in my lap. 11 is on the roster in a similar vein to 14, where like I want to do them on their own. Swag says that she'll play 11 with me. So I don't know. I'd probably play 11 more regularly if people wanted to like do the old school MMO experience with me. Yeah, Akka. For a while I was streaming. Final Fantasy 14 was like my Friday night game. Can you? Oh, hold on. We're gonna. Aha! You did it! Oh, Akka, my heart. So attentive. Okay. So, Brigand's Den. Let's go. We're gonna bring. I've been told that Orlando has additional text in this, so he's gonna come along. We need a healer, so we're gonna bring Miles along. He still only has a mithril gun. Who did I give his guns to? Because there were two of them. Mustadio. And who else? There's two of them. He could have been equipping a... Oh my god. Hold on. We're gonna... Yeah, so 14, I am actively interested in trying to like get caught up to the end game content eventually. 11, we will give it a solid try and see how it goes. Equip the gun, Miles. Equip the fancy gun. Yes. Okay. Is there anything better for him to equip? There's stuff with stats, but he doesn't care about stats. He's a chemist. All he cares about is slowly raising his faith. Yeah, I think he's Gucci. Okay. I'm gonna do it for real this time. Whoosh, whoosh. Orlando. Miles. Agrias is in this by default. We get one more unit. We're going to bring Taylor because Taylor is double-handing the Super Javelin. And the Super Javelin double-handed is effective weapon power 60, which is too good to ignore. So, oh boy, it's gonna be tasty. All right, so let's do it. We've got our boys, our beautiful, beautiful boys. I cannot for the life of me remember who got me this mug that says "World's Okay" as streamer. But if they ever watch my streams, I sincerely hope that they know that it is one of my favorite mugs. Okay, Northern Sky Deserter. We've reached the bottom of the barrel. Our rations will soon be gone. What now? Strike another Wayne? I think not. Our numbers swell. The time is ripe we sacked a village. We've scavenged scraps for long enough. Let us feast now from the table. The best part is that this is the exact thing, and I know that this is the point, but like this quest and the rumors that go into it on like the background shows that the Corpse Brigade and the various bandit groups that you are dealing with in Act 1, these guys are on a material level of like, you know, various bandits and stuff. These guys are no better. if anything, they're worse because they were working for the Knightly Order that had like one of the two main Knightly Orders. So like presumably they should know better. They should like be acting better because those Knightly Orders supposedly had high ideals. But like these guys, like the nobility and the people that work for them are no better than the people who are the downtrodden that are just that. At least in Act 1, it sounded like they were stealing food to survive. These guys mostly seem like they're just kind of assholes. So, it says, we've scavenged scraps for long enough. Let us now feast from the table. You'd have us raid a town? I cannot help but feel that goes too far. Too far? Who was it stood on the front lines at Besselat? You and I. And this our recompense? We risked our lives while those damnable Baals fled for theirs. Let them reap now what they've sown. Steal and plunder till there's naught left. What we take is what we're due. And if the Order should appear? We give them a fifth, and they disappear just as quick. Ha! I like it. That's why we follow you. Mayhap you've some wits after all. I love their little evil laugh. Reminds me of the Kafka laugh. Someone approaches! More come to fill our ranks, eh? So, you're the turncloaks who dishonor the Order's name. I'll abide your crimes no longer. Yield now and keep your lives. Yield, the boy says. Beg pardons, my lord. I'm afraid we're not very good at yielding. Lack of experience and whatnot. We'd be happy to let you on your way, though, with one condition. Leave us that wench. You craven worm! Think you women sport? Then be glad, for I've no mind to leave. Not until I've had that tongue from your throat. Oh, you'll have far more than that, sweetness. Ugh, gross. Ugh, gross. I'm killing that guy first. Boss, is that not the Thunder God? There's no mistake. I fought him and his men once at Dagara Pass. Don't be absurd. The Count was slain at Besselat. He's just another dead man, and all dead men look the same. Interesting. It won't hit at all because... Okay. I see what they're doing here. Also no shot. You know, he might just be too close. I would not be surprised if I had just moved him up too close for that particular angle. Oh shit, he's got a gun! He's got an ice gun. Do we steal it? You need to get more Mastery XP in Guild Wars so you can unlock this merchant in one of the hubs. I assume this is Guild Wars 2. Fire gun! Oh shit! Are these guys cheating or do they have equipped guns? They have equipped guns. Oh shit, now I want that. I want their stupid guns. Alright, whose turn is it? It's Ramses. It's okay. We don't actually need it. Damn. Dude got owned. Do they all have guns? Whoa, what a weird set of characters. We've got a knight with with bows. We've got squires with guns. Guild Wars 2? Nice. That is one on my list of games to play, like to try out, but it is not yet. I have not yet had the pleasure of giving it a shot. But I have heard nothing but good things, honestly. Interesting. No longer invisible. Ha! Idiot. Okay. Oh, am I gonna have to go all the way around to get to them? Boo. Actually, how do I even get up there? Oh boy. Hour and a half. I legitimately don't know if any of my squad can actually get up there. This is unfortunate. What if I have Ramza pull back, maybe? Except that guy's an archer. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't know. I guess chill here. A shout. Also, I have changed the way that we're doing ads. So instead of having it 1.5 minutes every half hour, we're going for 3 minutes every hour. I think that'll be ultimately less, less disruptive. Oh, no, you didn't miss that one. We ran out of skips. You are A-OK. Bro, for real? So close. Yeah, alright. Well, she's dead. You slept 16.5 hours today? Damn. Sounds like you needed needed the rest. That was me over the weekend. I think I ended up sleeping something like 14 hours, which is a lot for me. I mean, I think it's a lot in general, but in this instance, it was like especially a lot for me. Slept 14 yesterday and 10 the night before. Oh, okay. I know that vibe. These motherfuckers have Phoenix Downs? Shit! We really are at the end game. Really working those depression naps? Yeah, real. Oh, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised. Like, I have Thunder God Sid on my team. The game, like, any map I bring him to is immediately easy mode. Ramza says, "It is times such as these when the people need the orders to protect them." Ivalice weakens, and so the vultures come to feed. We'll no doubt see more before the end. This strife must be quelled, Ramza, and soon. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Where are we at? 475 and change. After FF Tactics, we will be starting FF8. We are moving from streaming on my computer, like streaming games strictly from the computer, to instead we are going to be making use of the capture card. Because I have 8, 9, 10, and 10.2 all on my PS. No, 8 is on the Switch. 9, 10, 10.2 are on the PS4. And need to catch every single 9 stream. Well, I will be. So I think what I've decided to do is, since I've been able to successfully download every Final Fantasy Tactics stream, I think my plan for the ones that I'm able to remember to like download the streams and whatnot and do a tiny bit of editing as necessary is I'm going to post all of the VODs basically in like batches for a whole game, just straight up to like a VODs channel. So in the event that you miss one, they will be available. All right. This fight doesn't matter. We're gonna bring Cloud. We're gonna bring Balthier. We'll bring Reese, whatever. Beowulf and Mustadio. But yeah, 9, 10, and 10.2 are like some of my favorites. Like 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy. 10 and 10.2 are some of my favorites on like a mechanics level. So it'll probably be similar to FF5 where I'm like, the story is whatever. I desperately want to like play this game. Like in, you know, like I just want to like play the game parts of it. Because it feels good. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We will shoot at our friends if we don't move. Oh god, this is an awful lineup. What the fuck? Why are these guys right here? They're like on our ass. Like this is not even our B squad. This is like, this could go real bad. I convinced you on 9 years and years ago. It's simply the best one. I will hear arguments. The arguments will be wrong. You just, you know. They were like, hey, what if we just made the best Final Fantasy? And people were like, no, but what about the one that I like? And it's like, yeah, you know, I'm sure that's a good one too. In fact, I know for a fact it's a good one because we've played all the ones that people say are the best ones. Like by the time I get through 10, I think 12 might be the only other one that people are like, this is the best sort of thing. But like, we played 6, we played 7, we're gonna play 8. Like I will definitively be able to be like, no, this is the best and here's why. Which wasn't the intended goal of this whole thing. But it's really funny that I can now do that as somebody who used to like be in the trenches of essentially Final Fantasy Edition wars. You know what? You shouldn't attack, because if you attack, this guy will just murder you. You move... Because Limit, I think, only has a range of 2, right? Or at least Brave Slash or whatever it is. So you would need to be on the other side of that rock, which I don't think you can do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Is your movement seriously only 3? Jesus. Oh, because we gave you a cloak and not boots. Okay. That's acceptable. The fact that they start Cloud at level 1, it feels criminal. Like, all your other named characters get to show up and be cool. Why doesn't he? They give him a shitty weapon. Alright, I need this to work so that way your dragon spells work. Yes! Okay, your dragon spells are going to be so much better now. Hell yeah. We move here. Alright, what if we go, like, here to be in the middle of it all? The leading man takes the stage. That's 180. That's 144. Yeah. 144. Move here so that way it's harder to back attack you. Damn. Oh, he's gonna get taken out by that damn... oh, never mind. I thought for sure the goblin was gonna get a turn before Mustadio here. Well, this is why God invented X potions. Oh, Akka, how's your brother holding up? I'm sure that the whole of everything has been a bit of a struggle. Oh, I thought that her Dragon Breath things were going to be based on her faith, but it turns out they're not. Welp. Seems to be doing well. Too busy to worry yet. He's applying master's programs and yeah. Good for him. Ice gun, motherfucker. Do 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 boo. 144. All of them are 144. All right, let's do Ice Breath. You're sure he's stressed about it, but he seems to be doing well in the family chat. You'll see him again next weekend and find out more. All right, well, I don't know how much I personally can offer him, but you know, let him know that I am a resource if he needs a, you know, I suppose a friendly ear. Ooh, blind at 100%. Hell yeah. fine. You're barely hurt. You're the only one who's hurt, so here. Hi, potion baby. Okay. Fair enough. Time for cooked chocobo. Do, boop, boop, do, do, boop, boop. You want to play Triangle Strategy eventually? It is on my list. There's a bunch of good games that came out. A bunch of good like RPGs and strategy RPGs that came out within the last few years. God damn it, did my controller just disconnect? It sure did. Hold on. Good enough. Okay. Let's see here. Are you gonna play nice? Getting a new controller is on the docket. Because this one, despite being a trusty companion, is just too the connectors are too unreliable. Okay. Honestly, if Ramza could get his hands on Shira Hadori, that would be based as hell. But I don't think that we are getting that anytime soon, unless we turn him into a samurai. And I don't know if I want to do that. That's not really all it comes down to. I like him being, his current class. Taylor didn't participate in that fight. Oh wait, no, yes he did. Hold on. Do we want vertical or horizontal? I feel like I'm almost always like being like, why can't I jump in this next square? So we're gonna get vertical jump 5, I think. Or do we just save up and get vertical, like horizontal and vertical jump 8? Because it's not like these like become cheaper if you get 5 before 8. It's not like this becomes 550 less. Oh wait, hold on. No, we want horizontal 4 to actually make this more even. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. Is it job point efficient? No. Do I care? No. Any other classes where he has a lot of points? Geomancer. I believe we were waiting to get him attack boost. I don't think it really matters, but okay. Miles, do you have anything? Hey, congrats! You mastered Squire. We are working on both of these and not really caring about these. Flare's not... Oh, Flare is arithmeticable. Interesting. Hey, Ling, how you doing? Oh, we could get a couple, actually. We could get move +1, which is arguably more important. Divine Ruination. What a sick name for a spell. Wonder XP might be kind of fun, not gonna lie. No, we're gonna get that arm shot. New Space Marine 2 stuff today. Oh, that was one that I really wanted to pick up when it was on super sale. But I didn't because I needed to be responsible with my money. New Destiny 2 season began Tuesday. New Operation for Halo Infinite began on Tuesday. So you're just like in your job you be blasting, in your off time you be blasting. I do appreciate that Cloud comes with a bunch of levels of White Mage and Black Mage. Like he comes with a bunch of stuff because he, as Cloud, would have access to White Mage and Black Mage and Time Mage and Summoner. Yeah, responsible sex. Do not recommend. Going to drop a Warrant Officer packet soon, so you can shift from Enlisted to Warrant Officer. Oh god, Warrant Officer. I used to know what that was in terms of like military stuff. Ooh, remedy. So now he's just working on Elixir very, very slowly. Okay, yeah, okay. That's what I thought it was, but I couldn't remember, and I didn't want to assume. It's an easy way to look like a doofus. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to look up the details to the Agrias birthday quest because I don't want to waste everybody's time by like missing it again. So Agrias birthday FFT game facts. Requires 500,000 gil available. A bunch of people need to be in the party, and we get the Rouge accessory. Once our requirements are met, simply land on a non-castle city on Cancer 1, which follows Gemini 32. Do we have any errands? No errands here. Does Egros have errands? Minstrel in distress. Wolfhilda. Really what we're trying to do is bring people that we want to get job points that are like kind of a pain to get job points for otherwise. So Wolfhilda is definitely one of them. Miles is fine. Wolfhilda, Gilda, and Judy honestly are probably go 16 days. Oh, nice. We have a bunch of them. Lies 15 sectas into the inlet of Riovanus. The raging waters surrounding the island are infamous, and ships oft run aground or are capsized by the swift currents. Salvage merchant ships can yield valuable cargo. We're just gonna bring the heavy hitters. Fia's wish. Please stop the Brana pirates. They are hurting the people in my village. Help us. From Fia, age 10. So 1, 2, 3. That's got 10 days. That's got 7 days. That's got 11. So this has got 4 days left. Oh, these guys are this is not a difficult fight. These guys are low tier enemies. Well then, time for people to get shot. Pachoo! Okay. I will say, I think there's going to be a pause in between Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy VIII. I have a number of games that I would like to play in the meantime, including stuff like, let me move this for a sec. Including stuff like Signalis, some more Nunholy runs. Love to play On Guard on stream for you guys. And Spirit Swap is a new game that came out, I think, like Monday. That is another one that I am that I have been like looking forward to playing for like literal years. I remember wishlisting that like 3 years ago or something. 16 was announced for Xbox in the future. Nice. That's exciting. Honestly, you might want to just keep him here and have him chill. I also know that forever ago I did a Persona 4 run. We could do a Persona 5 run or Persona 3 Portable. Could get back to what else? What else have I been thinking of getting back into? Could get back into the Wrath of the Righteous playthrough that we were doing forever ago. Oh, that's right. The plunder abilities are in fact melee, which feels weird. I feel like he should be able to steal from a distance, but whatever. Damn. Can't act, can't move, is blind. Ooh. Unnecessary crit, but still felt good to get. 'Move here, we do this, we use the high potion on him this way. Now we're getting XP and job points, everybody wins. $1,066. Such a specific number. Get faithed. Nice. Damn. Oh, for 2. I guess we're 1 for 3, technically. Do boom 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 boom. Departed in high spirits. Gotta get the ship. Okay, we succeeded. Waters were infamous for their raging currents. Nonetheless, we remained committed. It was not long before the sea yielded up to us to her bounty. There was ample cargo to be found. One large chest stood out amongst all the others. We got this treasure. Oh, that's the 4 Chinese, like, directional sacred beasts. Tortoise, tiger, dragon, and phoenix. What do we got? 3 more days. 4 more days. Notably heavy depression had closed in on our friend. Nonetheless, we remained committed. We soon solved his problems without incident. Find dancers. Interesting. Foe was a worthy one. We emerged victorious. Okay. So think we will do that right before the final thing here. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just gonna look up the calendar system for this. FFT calendar. We're in Pisces. Oh boy, we're gonna be doing a lot of traveling. Jeebus. Okay. So we're in Pisces. So we don't have to. We truly don't. We have to get through 3, 6, 91, 100 and something days here. So we have a lot of random traveling to do. I think the easiest way to get through it is to get to Garland. And then we're just gonna travel, I think, to the castle and back. Oh, you know what we can also do? Is go to Wargelis. Because I believe that that's the town we need to go to for our final final side quest bit here. Let's see here. We need to level Taylor up. Wolfhilda. We'll bring our backup chemist. We'll bring Agrius. We'll bring Orlando. Okay. It's funny because normally I would have been like more excited to pick up FF16. But I have really been like just letting myself not even worry about it because we're like not even halfway to that point. I guess halfway because we're not counting 11 and like we're on game 8 of I think 16 that we have to get through. Because there is FF10-2. And I believe I did commit to the doing the entire FF13 trilogy because I'm an idiot. Like FF13 probably my least favorite. Not because I think that the story's necessarily bad, I just like couldn't get into it. You know what I mean? Like I remember getting to the part where the game opens up into like a large open world side quest centric area and I just was like, I don't care anymore. So committing to playing the 2 sequels of the game that I am least excited about in this whole project, definitely a choice. That was definitely a personal choice that I decided to make on myself. There, no meteors for you, idiot. Get owned. Yeah. We'll take a shot, see if anybody decides to get over there. Sometimes the AI makes weird mistakes, so... Oh, nope. Okay. That's okay. We're on 9. That's 6. Do I have multiple of 3 as one of my arithmetic things? No, we've got 4, 5, and prime. Hit him with a prime, maybe. Yeah, we'll try that. Arithmetic, height, prime. Sure. Ah, should have gone for electricity. It's not like she can deal a ton of damage right now anyway, but what's up, bitches? Oh, I can't remember. Akka, were you a red versus not even red versus blue? Were you a Rooster Teeth person? And Ling, for that matter. Either of you Rooster Teeth folks? The blue dragon's like, I'm out of here, man. Fuck this. Never got around to watching their stuff. Gotcha. I'm excited because I was a big fan of Ruby, and with Rooster Teeth, Rooster Teeth has been rebought by the like original founder. Oh, interesting. I can get one or the other here, huh? Using Excalibur or whatever this is to use that ability feels sacrilegious somehow. I think it's my Catholic guilt kicking in. Last you heard, Ruby was bought by Viz, so you don't think the new company has that property? It's possible, but I get the feeling that they're because Viz wasn't doing anything with the property, and I would not be surprised if, as part of this whole restructuring of like rebuilding Rooster Teeth, I would not be surprised if they try to get the rights to Ruby back. Also, hello, Dr. Cranberry. But even if they don't have Ruby, it means that we might get more red versus blue, which I'm a fan of. Like, I don't know. I liked a lot of their animation. I'm excited for what this potentially means. You know, if nothing else, it means that stuff now has a potential path forward, as opposed to nothing gets resolved. So. That's true. Oh shit. Should have just used a sword skill. I was just trying to like make this go quickly, but should have used a sword skill, clearly. Anyway, dead. Pachow. Okay. This is literally like the last side quest thing on the map, so. "'Twas a greater success than could have been foreseen. I mean not to boast, but I dare say our success owed itself to me. Even Court Minimus has fallen on hard times, eh? Then the legends speak true. Treasure sleeps on that island. Aye, that it does. Treasure beyond worth, down in the depths out of sight and reach. It's bound to be guarded by traps, no? Else it would sleep in some noble's vaults by now. More than traps, a wizard if talk be true, soul as dark as the caverns he calls home. No thank you is what I say to that, then. A man would have to be a fool to go there. 'Tis no place for the craven, that much be true. To enter is to bid goodbye to the light of day. What did they call the place again? Midlight's Deep. And rightly so. How so? 'Twas I who saw the task completed. You? What did you do but almost get us... What are you looking at? Be on your way. This is no show. So yeah, Midlight's Deep is the final thing. I'm tempted to try it once, but I'm scared that it might get us trapped in a thing. And also, most of the benefit of it is it's high-level enemies in a map that slowly grows in vision over the course of the fight as you defeat enemies. And there's a bunch of like trapped tiles, and I think you need the move find item ability on one of your characters to like progress, and finding items on the maps is like the main reason why you do it. So yeah, there's no really better place to do this, I guess. I guess if we went all the way up here, that might be slightly shorter. Okay. So now we're into Aries. Oops. So that's the beginning of the year again. So So once we're in Gemini, when we're at the beginning of Gemini, we have to like actually worry about it. Got it. Playing Unicorn Overlord right now. How are you liking that? I feel like I asked you this before, but I don't have a good memory, so here we are. Might pick up Tactor X Ogre Remastered next. Sorry. I'm sure that this is not very interesting, and for that I apologize. Let's see. Let's do this while I'm thinking of this. Dragoon, nothing new because you won't be able to afford it. Samurai. Let's just finally get Asafune. I feel like at this point getting multiple of 3 will be more impactful than getting charge time. We will get both, but well, I guess it doesn't really matter. If we're planning on getting both anyway, it's not like we use a ton of arithmetic stuff, so... God, it has such good abilities too. God damn. I don't care about EXP boost, but... accrue JP on movement would be great. Sometimes it feels like there are too many characters. Yeah, I apparently... Oh, too many characters in Unicorn Overlord? Yeah, isn't that the one where instead of having a single character that you move around per turn, they move on like... They move as like squad, like pre-built squads? Actually, now that I think about it, similar to Last Remnant. I think you have more micro control over their movements, but I could be wrong. Akka, I remember. So I tried playing Last Remnant. Last Remnant 2. Gotcha. I thought you were saying like you want me to stream it because I gave it a really good try. I remember I put probably something like 20 hours into it or something, and I just kind of bounced off. I feel really bad because I wanted to like it and I just couldn't quite click with it. One of the few JRPGs I've actually finished. Yeah, I used to say that I would play JRPGs and not finish them, but between games that I have just sat down and decided to actually beat and this like streaming, we've actually beat quite a number of games on the stream by now. Also, hello, Cypher. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, because we've beat 7 Final Fantasies. We beat Dragon Age 1 and 2. We beat Persona 4. I personally have beat Persona 5, just like playing it. I've beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I've beat almost all the Kingdom Hearts. Some of them multiple times. How you doing, Cypher? You beat DAO back in November? Hell yeah! Yeah, that game has... It definitely feels like it's 15 plus years old. Like, I remember playing it being like, oh, this game is... This is a learning curve. Even, or like, not even learning curve. This is like multiple stat checks and... Unicorn Overlord has fun character designs. Nice. How you doing, Cypher? We are currently moving back and forth between a series of 3 safe spots because I'm tired of fighting random battles. They're making this whole process take too long. Also, we should be having an ad soon. Like, I think. Wild's beta has begun unless you've collapsed out of bed and staggered to your computer. Oh, I didn't realize that the beta was, like, today. Well. So much for that. I will say, Monster Hunter is a game that I have been enjoying. But it has not been something that I have been like clamoring for. I'm more excited for the excitement of you and Swag, if that makes sense. You got your brother into Rise? Nice. That's the one for the Switch, right? It only unlocked 19 minutes ago? Gotcha. We have an ad that's happening, like, right now. We should be... Okay, now we're on Gemini. So, Clockwork, Malond, Magic. I think... So they said it has to be a non-castle town. Malond does not have anything, so I think it's safe. Just in case, we are going to save here. The PC version, but yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm just trying to remember because I have World on the computer and Rise on the Switch. This should work out perfectly. Ah, yes. Okay. How you are supposed to do this without a guide, I do not know. Mustadio says, Well, do you intend to give it to her or not? Give what? To whom? I've no idea what you... Mustadio. All right. Agrius, I hope this is not Not a bad time. Hmm? Is something the matter? No, it's just... Here. What's this? It's a present. I heard today was your birthday, so well... Today is my birthday, isn't it? I'd near forgotten. Who told you? Lavian? Alicia? Those two cannot still their tongues, can they? Anyway, I wanted to give you this. It isn't much. May I open it? Yes, of course. Lip rouge. Yes, you're always busy fighting and... Well, I know you've probably small time for such womanly things, but I thought mayhap you might like to have that. I've small time, yes, but I chose this life for myself. It's not as though I regret it. Still, there are times. Are you sure it's all right for me to have this? Of course. Why do you ask? It cost a goodly amount, did it not? Surely a gift like this is wasted on a knight such as I. No, not at all. Please accept it. Very well, then. Oh, y'all, did you see that? They did a little bit... I don't know how well it showed up on stream. They did a little, like reflection in her cup. Damn, the sprite work, the details in the sprite work, y'all. She says, well, do I look odd? What? No, you look wonderful. Truly, truly so. Thank you, Mustadio. I will treasure it, as I do our friendship. Poor Mustadio. So anyway, Mythical Lip Rouge from the popular Feyforge brand. It is a limited edition product, making it difficult for even the richest noblewoman to obtain. Gives +3 physical and magic, boosts holy damage. Equipping it gives you Protect, Shell, and Haste. So good. We're going to equip it on Race because Agrius with the Japa Mala, I believe, does significantly more damage. And Race can't equip... we are looking at nearly the limit of what she can equip in her Dragonkin class. There is apparently a hard-to-obtain post-game female-only armor called the Minerva Plate, Minerva Bustier, unclear. That is armor that she can equip. But otherwise, this is like almost Race's like maximum loadout. A normal ribbon would be the only thing like improving her gear set, I think. So she really needs the stat boosts is what I'm getting at. Ironically, she has really good like HP growth separate from anything else. So she's got 350 HP at level 45 just by nature of her class, which is ridiculous. Wonder if it has auto... whatever. Anyway, so I believe that was the last bit of things needed to do here. So we're going to go to Dorter. We're going to check the Poacher's Den real quick, see if there's anything particularly crazy here. Golden Staff, what does that do? Nothing. It is bereft of special effects. Sure, we will buy all of these. outfitter. We're gonna buy just want to make sure that we are covered for the final fights here. Honestly, I think we're good on those. Okay. So if I've done this correctly, there should be we should be hitting the point of no return upon entering the monastery. So we're just gonna do a bunch of saves here. Update all of that. Okay. Party roster. We want to make sure that we are equipped for the end here. So, headband, power garb, bracer works for me. Javelin, crystal helm, Genji armor, battle boots for that little bit of extra movement. Chamberlain is double handing the best katana that we can get. Crystal helm, mirror mail, bracer for bonus damage. Yep. Not going to use you, let's be real. Mustadio also in a good spot. Agrius is in a good spot. Probably not going to use Luso. Same with Beowulf. Orlando. Yep, good spot. Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, and all of those between and outside of that binary, I believe that we are about as... Oh, hold on. Equipment-wise, we're good. Metal, martial arts, parry, dual wield, move +2, ignore elevation, double hand, parry items. Very glad to hear that I'm excited for your excitement for Wilds, but do let you know if you ever want to pick up Roll again, because you'd love to see thoughts on it if you get to the point where things really stop. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep working on it. It'll probably be in our potential, mid Final Fantasy rotation. I think we're gonna give him auto potion. Actually, he's got decent bravery, so he'll make pretty good use of it. And he's a frontline fighter, so. All right, samurai, same deal. You're basically done there. Monk, you have not. Literally the only thing you still need to learn is First Strike, which I believe we are all set here. So, Chamberlain is also done. Miles has been done for a hot minute. Agrius, complete. Orlando has almost all of the sword skills. He may not learn either of these before we get to the end. If so, that is okay. We're going to give him some white magic because he will not have a chance to learn any, to use the limited item selection that he has right now. If things change, we will obviously change where he's at. But he literally does not have access to enough item skills to make items worthwhile for him. That brings us back to the top. So, let's do this. Fully understands very much if there were... Oh, yep. If I win the lottery sometime soon and can just stream forever... that it will definitely have a dedicated Monster Hunter day or something in our weekly rotation, but short of that, I think we're not gonna have it as regularly as I would like. Orban Monastery Vaults 4th level. So we're gonna bring Ramza, Orlando, Agrius, Taylor, And I believe we're going to bring Miles. He's a lower level than Mustadio, but only by 1 level. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. I legitimately thought that the Agrias stuff was going to take longer, so... Monastery Vault's 4th level. I do believe this is the beginning of the end. Lofri says, "Keep watch here. I go to Lord Fulmarv." My lord! What secrets lie among these tomes? Nice. Not ideal. I do not appreciate my my main healer getting the snot kicked out of him in this manner. Good talk. Aw, man. Sable sucks. There's nothing we can do about it with items either. That's the worst part. Okay. You may not have ever won the lottery, but you're fully aware you have a fear above average amount. You have a far above average amount of free time in your life. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that, you know? A few years ago, hell, when I started streaming, I had, part of it was because I had, like, basically nothing else that I was doing. So this guy has 40% from his shield, 10% from his class, so that's 50. 78% guard. Maybe slightly less from... Why was our... Maybe it's a bad Zodiac matchup. Sid has really bad luck with his helmets. Oh, he's got reflexes. I'm an idiot. I was not paying attention here. Just saying that you're... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries, dude. Fair enough. I'm experiencing the weaknesses in my strategy here, which is all well and good, but it's still a bummer that we are subject to this. Does come at the cost of having nothing else going on. And you're like, yeah. That's... I feel you there, though. Well, sword skills continue to be absolutely busted. Definitely, like, only winning various fights because they have 100% accuracy and aren't affected by basically any of the other usual nonsense. we chakra here? I think that's the move. I will tend to matters here. Very good. Falcio dianda, sorta mu feo mal, reeve of oath unto you, bound, time, cross you, vastness, throw her, that we pass. Do they flee before us again? I love how we're still getting Gil, as if that matters. I guess if there might be like a throw Gil action. Okay. So the very bottom file at the bottom of our list here will be... Okay, step 1 is Orlando. Equip a crystal helm, please. $250 gets him safeguard. He's actually really close to learning that. I would gladly just give him safeguard and just not have to worry about his gear. That would be ideal, actually. Who on our team even still has stuff left to learn? Literally just Taylor. So our current cutoff is 550 job points. Those were words. Those were parts of an incantation and then parts of sentences, I believe. We've waited for you, Ramza. How very far you've come, but no farther. Your bones will rest here in the darkness. The stones of the monastery make an ironic cairn for a heretic such as you. He's got crush armor. Shit. It's got parry and defense boost. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, we could steal his weapon from the looks of it. Oh well. I think we already have a Save the Queen, actually. Yeah. It's literally what we have equipped right now. Okay. Please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck. Should have started up the beta while you were getting yourself set up. You forgot it needs to do the whole shaders compiling. He healed one guy for 26 HP. Okay. Ooh, he got silenced too. Nice. I think if I do this correctly... Yes, good. Dead. Dead. Well, shit. That's multiple levels of bad. Ramza says, there's something familiar in this. Something reminiscent of our battle with Celia and Letty. You are no mortal man. No, that I am not. I am something far greater. Sing is joking straight at it. Did you ever end up getting around to reading your controller review? I skimmed it. I have not had a chance to sit down and read it properly because I have not yet taken the time to start looking at controllers. Mostly the big thing is if I can purchase it at Best Buy, that'll be a big boost to anything that I might be able to buy because I have a sizable gift card to Best Buy. Fulmarv has made it possible for me to leave behind ignorance, the frailty of the flesh. I am given the gift of life eternal, a joy you can never know. What drives you to do what you do? What is it you seek? Questions, so many questions. But your search for answers is in vain. They wait beyond me, forever beyond your reach. Let's solve this problem before it becomes worse. And then... And there we go. They're all dead. It is not my time. So much remains to be done. For you, Ramza, I shall cast open the very gates of hell. Phaeolos Chaos Devanda, Zorda Ramud Phaeolio, Zomal, Reeve of Time, by oath unto you am I bound. Timeless, cross you now the vastness of time's gulf, throw wide her gates that we may pass. It'd be really funny if the chemist just wasn't available in our party because he wasn't in the magic circle. Do do boom boom boom. And they all died. The end. That would be, I would not put it past an indie game or something to just be and that's it. That's the canon end of the game. Your characters got sent to hell. Some Xenogears style abrupt ending. Ramza says, "What is this place?" The Necro Hole of Maland. Never again will you see the skies of Ivalice. Without the glyph, the gate, there can be no return. There is no turning back now. Go. Your sister awaits. Ugh. Just remember me mentioning it and was just wondering if you had any passing thoughts. See if it's available at Best Buy Online because you suspect it wouldn't be in a physical store. Alma is near. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, I think we're gonna remove gear from Claudia here because same with the crystal shield and the ice brand and the brace. Yeah, we're just gonna. Some people's gear is just getting cannibalized. Go with that one, I think. Oh, so close. Okay, Best Buy's online catalog is surprisingly comprehensive. Yeah, I don't shop from them very often. Because typically don't have a need for it, but... Let's try this. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. We might beat this like without it even being a ridiculously late evening. Necrohole of Maland. I do think that there's only like a handful of fights left. Oh, it's this guy. This guy sucks. Knight Templar Cletienne. So, Sir Lafrey is defeated. Then it falls on me to stop you, if I would do honor to his noble sacrifice. Bow, 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 bow. Objective is defeat Cletienne, which means that we might be able to safely ignore the rest of these guys if we can just focus fire him. Not available from Best Buy, unfortunately. That's okay. One, two, three, four, five. Ooh, we could. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go here, we're gonna sword play into Northswain's Strike. Ah, we were going for the auto KO. That's okay. Oh, weird. He's got like flight shoes. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeesh. I think we're just gonna move here. What does this guy have for equipment? Arcane defense. You know, we might just be able to do some hefty damage here. Oh yeah, he's dead. GG. Forgive me. That flash of light! He must be there! Yeah, dog, I don't have time to deal with these Jamokes. If you're gonna give me a single boss to fight, I'm gonna fight the single boss. Oh, we're back under Maland now. Interesting. I think we can safely save here. Did you even get a chance to do anything? The answer is like only barely. That was very funny. Lost Halidom. Truly, it is a joy that we should chance to meet again. I once suffered defeat at your hands, but it will not happen twice. This dead city will be your final resting place. Defeat Barrage. Commence. Oh, that's right. He's a gun guy. So close. Okay. I think we want to give ourselves the best shot here. So yeah, that's just shy. Hallowed Bolt. Yeah, no dice. Okay. I think we can just safely wait it out. Leonard, a chemist. Greater Hydra. Oh, you can fly. Oh boy. There you go, Ramza. Just have a quick little pick me up there. I'm good at. I'm actually good, like right here. I'd rather have turns sooner than. Oh, he doesn't have Shockwave. That's right. Yeah. Alright, Agrius, I think I might need you to hold this side down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go here, I think, and take care of the behemoth. Hey, it's confused. Let's go. Oh, it deals it 3 times. Oh, that's not good. Is he dead? Yeah, damn. That was brutal. Those monsters are way more dangerous than anything the enemy is doing. Like, way more than Sir Guns-A-Lot over there. Who gives a shit about him? Back in there, Sid. Your sword is yet needed. Good evening, Brownie. Welcome, welcome. Why the hell are you using magic? You're a chemist. Confuse is the greatest. Okay. Ooh, that was a crit. Ramza says, so you've become a pawn of the Lucavi too. Was such your fear of death that you would sooner bend your knee to demons? You are a naive child who speaks of things he does not understand. Only now am I made truly human. How does selling your soul to demons make you human? I stand above all other men now. I have transcended death itself. No longer must I bow my head in coy attempts to curry favor with you high-born nobles. I've bought my freedom. I am a human at last, no longer something lesser. Do you think freedom a thing bought and sold? What value a freedom you have not earned? A man who's lost his pride can never be free. You've been sleeping so much? Oh, hey, there's a couple people in chat that have been doing the same. New beta keeps your old beta progress. You forgot you finished off playing with hunting horns, so when your hunter stepped out of the tent with a massive horn on their back, you nearly burst out laughing. Ramza says, you surrendered your own freedom the moment you bowed your head to someone undeserving. Freedom and equality cannot be bartered. They are rights. Rights earned with sweat and toil and blood. Freedom is no raiment of Lucavi weave. They tell you you wear cloth of gold, but in truth you stand more naked as before. Damn. You did do many things with the first half of your week. True. Very true, you did. First half of your week was ridiculous. Oh, so close. Alright, nothing for him to do right now, so just wait. Half agreeing with the bad guy on this one. They're complaining he sold his soul for freedom while asking him to do the same just by their own preference. Definitely a game of its time. This is translated, but the translation is considered like real good and fairly faithful to the original, but with just like slightly more flowery language. Native English American draft of that exchange would have used dignity to distinguish between the two concepts. I mean, I don't know. Let's get him out of fuckery range here. Alright, this is starting to go a little long, so let's make sure that Agrias doesn't accidentally die here. Hey asshole, take this. How can I die? I thought I had transcended. Part of a major theme of this game's story and script, Brownie, is the philosophical debates between various people of like various social stations in essentially fantasy medieval France ? So you have like, you know, these various quote unquote noble orders of knights and you know, powerful long-standing royal lineages and noble lineages. And the question the game has been posing is like how much is a man's like worth like set in stone before they're born. You know, you have a lot of characters that have like rejected their social status or are grasping for more in various ways, and the question it's asking is like, is that pursuit worthwhile, even if they have to either figuratively or literally sell their soul? Classic Enlightenment, yeah. Ramza says the stones resonate. We draw near. Finally finished Dawntrail today. Ooh, nice. How did you like it? And now we don't have to worry about Orlando's stuff getting broken. Dawntrail was really great. A lot of FF9 references. Woohoo! Guess I do have to make it to FF9 or Dawntrail then, because FF9 is my favorite FF. As well as some being Alexandria. Nice. Different countries always had different flavors of humanism. True. I would say that post-war Japan has had a very American influenced one. Oh shit! This is the like potentially last fight. Here's what I'm gonna do. We are going to take this point to do an intermission because I have another 2 minutes of ad. So we will be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna refill my water. BRB, y'all. All right, we're back. Ciao. You'll nitpick translation and word choice with me tomorrow? Ooh, I can't wait. His rights are a thing to be earned, and thus proud of having earned was just giving you a very you're making a great case for the other guy right now in modern context is all. Yeah, I mean, I think that part of the argument here, like, I don't 100% agree with Ramza's like argument here, right? But I think what he's trying to get at is instead of because that guy's story is supposed like his bit there is supposed to show that like he is kind of selling his soul either way. Like either Either he is literally selling his soul to a literal demon in order for eternal life and like presumably great power, or he is like subordinate to the whims of the nobility and those who might be more powerful than him without selling his soul, right? So either he's like selling his soul working for people who we've seen do not have the general populace's best interests at heart, or he throws away his humanity in this like mistaken attempt to kind of ascend beyond what is possible, and like, you know, it's a Faustian bargain, right? Like essentially forsaking any kind of chance at redemption or anything for like great power on Earth. And Ramza's argument is mostly against the idea that people can just like purchase their freedom. Like that part I do agree with in that case. Like he's mostly saying that like that like you have to, like, sometimes you do have to fight for like the rights that you like at least internally take for granted, maybe. And we've seen that, like, you know, the nobility just kind of assume that they are better than the common people. Many common people are powerless to actually like make meaningful change. But there are some who are striving to do so, and they are like, you know, putting in the work to try to fight against their like unjust system. I think that's more what he's getting at. Yeah. That's Brownie. I think that's a very succinct way of putting it. Like the thing to keep in mind is that this is like a monarchy that is collapsing in on itself. So like Ramza's coming at it from the angle of like noble, like person from noble, like aka like highborn lineage, who is also noble of character, right? Like we would consider him in like modern English, like he's a good guy, right? But he is coming from a society that does not have the same kind of like modern assumption of rights and freedoms that the like modern world has had for basically since the Enlightenment. Anyway, Fulmarv says, I do not understand. Why does Virgo not awaken? The spirit of the High Seraph lingers in this place, I am sure. What could be amiss? Mayhap you are not the vessel of Saint Ajora after all. No, it cannot be that. Virgo stirred at your presence. You must be the one. They have come. It's over, Fulmarv. You will not rouse Virgo. End this! Release my sister! Of course. It is but a matter of blood. You see, do you not? She wants for blood. The angel of blood must slake her thirst ere she rise again. The land has drunk deep of blood in the Chiliads. In the probably Chiliads. In the Chiliads since Saint Ajora's death. Yet still she covets more. So be it. Once more to world of light, there to steep the earth in blood's sweet rain. Worry not. You will not live to see the storm. For the record, this is what you've been doing all week. I mean, this is what I try to refrain from doing all week. This is what I want to be doing all week, is discussing the philosophies and politics of things. Ishmael, bringer of order, angel of blood, in all things you I serve. No wine more deep, no searing coal more hot than this. The crimson blood for you I spill. Welp. It'll go away eventually. Please tell me he doesn't absorb holy. Please tell me he doesn't absorb holy. Please tell me he doesn't absorb holy. Oh, thank God. You're taking both public policy analysis and comparative public policy. Does purification fix stop? It does not. This could be a fatal mistake. We're gonna find out, though. $28? He's 18 levels higher than us. This motherfucker is level 59? God. Most of your homework has been some flavor of the Just Society. Read it more as, I'm offended you would sell your soul to a demon, but think you're expected to sell your body and time to someone else for even less because that's what's right. Notably because you've heard his near exact wording used to mean exactly that on countless occasions. Okay, if this breaks bad, Gaia gear will actually be something that we should equip Miles with. Okay. You are nearly dead, so let's get an X potion on you. Another Quake is gonna probably ruin that party, though. The stop into Quake combo was brutal. Yeah, he's just gonna use Quake again. Motherfucker. Good night. I love you.
Love you too.
Hollow Bolt does 350. Divine Ruination does 364. Slightly more. So all three of those guys, I believe, are going to die. What we could do is we might be able to equip people with... Oh, shit. He survived. All right, cool. We're going to move up here. Can we huck a Phoenix down? We can. Important distinction is always between selling your body and time for a pittance to someone else versus choosing a thankless struggle that has personal meaning, and you don't think Ramza successfully makes that distinction? Yeah. $234. 225. Interesting. Why is it down now? Oh shit! Let's go! My lord and master, still you do not wake. Where? Where am I? Alma! Ramza? Is it truly you?
Too far we've come to taste now of defeat. Angel of blood, that you should rise. My life I gladly give.
Look at that. Look at that fucking... This dude... First of all, it just exploded himself for the sake of this boss. But also... Fucking... The custom sprite work. Saint Ajora. I am come once more. Alma, no! We got Ragnarok. All right. All right, all right, all right. We will save it here. I think in this case we're just going to take Auto Potion. So close. It's fine. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. We now have a Night Sword for her. Is the Night Sword better than Icebrand plus Japamala is the question. I don't think so. I don't think Defender is the one that is really what we're aiming for here. So, although it would make her basically unhittable if we equipped that with parry. Defender plus parry, plus the Escutcheon would make her basically impossible to hit from the front onward. But okay, I believe that this is a two-part battle. I believe that this is going to be like the other ones where we will have to fight Ajora, and then Ajora will like get a super boss mode. Look at this though. Look at this fucking cool. I love this map. This map is so sick. What is this? What happens to me? Ramza, please help me. Alma! Ramza, no! You cannot! You must not! No! Alma, are you alright? I will be. But Ajora, you must kill her. Quickly.
To thwart my coming, you would dare essay? No, it shall not be. Loyal minions, heed my call. To me!
I believe these are both Ultima Demons. All Ultima Demons, whatever.
I suffer spite from neither lord nor serf. Ultima, the High Seraph. Your defiance reaps you naught but death's embrace. Defeat Ultima.
We cannot know her status. Oh boy. We can get 3 out of it. Okay. So we're going to go here. Damn. Sid is doing work. Holy shit. As far the purchasing your way out of your struggle part, as far as I'm concerned, it's entirely dependent on factors. If the system is rigged against you top to bottom, then I can't begrudge anyone finding a loophole out. The important distinction for me is only so long as you're taking advantage of the big guy, not punching down or sideways. Otherwise, you're just another one of the people treading all over someone else. Yeah, I think that is personally also the core of Ramza's problem there. Because, like, Delita is doing something similar, where Delita is like, you know, saying fuck the system, I'm gonna do what I need to like come out on top. And Ramza seems to have far less of a problem with that.
Such devastation! This was fully my intent. Yeah.
Alright, time for Ultima to ruin my day. Perfect teleport. This guy's not quite dead. $70 damage or... Being in bed with little demons is never not punching down. Yeah. Honestly, if Ultima just spends all of her turns like killing Alma over and over, I will consider that a win for the good guys. Oh shit, we killed her. Hell yeah! Not to fully just throw Ramza under the bus, but Delita is his friend, so a bit of old noble nepotism clinging on. I mean, yes, Ramza is unreliable in that regard. Part of Ramza's whole thing is that he is doing his best with what he has available. It is one of the reasons why he is not the hero of the history books, and instead the hidden hero of our video game. Phase 2, baby! Impossible! This end to meet! I see it now, too late. In you, his blood, my vanquisher in times long past. But not so soon shall I accept defeat. Your soul itself shall not escape my wrath. Oh, because we've got Reflect on. That's funny. Sure, yeah. Not a hero at all, just a protagonist, just a dude. He is, after all, a fighter, not a philosopher. I mean, he's a little bit of a philosopher. In the way that every JRPG protagonist is, you know what I mean? I'm a better philosopher? I mean, yeah, I went to school for it. I'd sure hope that I was at least a little bit better at it than some random video game writer. Alright. Who is injured, if anybody? The answer is no one. We successfully clowned on the final boss so hard. 56 damage. Fuck it. We're gonna shoot God. Okay. I think the main goal here is to generally be spread out and not on the same file as any of our characters that we truly care about. That said, we are going to group up a whole lot in order to be able to Hallowed Bolt effectively. That will hit Ramza for way too much. Okay. What about North Swain's Strike? Yeah, that'll work. You know, it just might count, so. Yeah, Brownie would make a very good Shin Megami Tensei protagonist. Chip damage. Okay. Uh, Brownie, there is a JRPG series where you collect angels and demons and devils from across various mythologies. Oh, this is gonna suck. No, I protected it. Damn it. Um, and they, like, as a whole, so like not only do you recruit them and fight them in their various battles and stuff, but also they ask far more serious philosophical questions and allow you to, through your in-game actions and whatnot, choose typically to either align yourself with like the gods, the demons, like order, chaos, your own thing. There's almost always a like humanity centric option that is generally a rejection of like all of the supernatural things that are offered. Oh, Dispelja? Hell yeah. Blocked and missed. Way to go, idiot. Your super move didn't do anything. Honestly, this thing's mobility is my biggest problem. How much health does this damn thing have? Jesus. still gaining levels while fighting God. I gotta be honest, I'm vibing really, really hard with this game. I'm like having a lot of fun. I remember a couple streams ago, I was like, I'm getting kind of tired of this, but I think what I just really needed was that extra little bit of oomph to make it through the that like essentially hump that we had going on there. We will high potion to hopefully get you back up to full here. Grand Cross. Alright, this is when you finally do an attack that just kills me. Holy shit, the effects on this. Oh, that is a lot of bad statuses. That's like a lot of bad statuses. Taylor, you marvelous little toad. Okay, blind and silenced. That actually does not impact us as much as I think this creature was hoping it would. Because guess what hits 100% of the time? That's right, sword skills. Yes! 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 Wasted all your turns dispelling her fucking protection. Yes! Anyway, had I but more power. The battle is won. Cypher, I will say that the SMT like humanity endings aren't always losing out on magic. Most of the time they're just rejecting the like grand designs of the various factions that you can ally with. It's mostly a like, you know what, humanity will sort its shit out. We don't need, God or Satan or whatever to do it for us. All right. The priest says, "Blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your body's return to the earth. May the grace of Saint Ajora lead Alma's soul to the eternal shores of paradise. There she shall find peace. Faram. Faram." She was so young. For all the children of the house to be taken at once, the gods are cruel. And the youngest son, Ramza, denied even a burial. Such tragedy. For 3 centuries, House Beowulf stood, but no more. Ramza, Alma, forgive me. I am late in paying my respects. I would have come sooner, were not so many eyes upon me. Delita and Ovelia are wed now. A common-born youth restores peace to the realm, and now together with a princess he forges a new kingdom. A tale of heroism not like to be soon forgotten. I believe Delita may be just the man you said. Pure of heart, in the end. When Volmafra revealed herself for an agent of Moland, he made it appear as though he'd killed her, then let her run. I think he must have caught a glimpse of himself in her, a tool manipulated by Lord Folmarv. My father, did he die bravely? I'll visit you again. Be at peace. Are you truly dead? I still cannot believe you are gone. After so much. Could it be? Ramza! Alma! Wait! They're alive! They're both of them alive! Thank you, Ramza. Ramza and his sister were not seen again. Orin Durai was left to ponder the mark they had left on history's page. I know not what brings men joy, or what drives them to great deeds, of what legacies they hope to leave. I know less yet. But I do know this. The true hero of this tale was the man forgotten. Orin would spend the next half-decade assembling an account of all to which he had borne witness. His work complete, Orin presented this account, the Durai Papers, before the Clemsian Council, then convened for the selection of a new High Confessor. However, the Church, fearing above all else the revelation of the truth, seized Orin as a heretic and burnt him at the stake. Which is a really sad way for his story to end. The pen that inked them forever stilled, the papers then lay hidden for long centuries, forgotten even by the Church that had concealed them. But I have found the truth, and so lay it bare for all to see, that his deeds might guide generations yet to come, that his name might receive the honor it is due. Arazlam Durai, author of the Zodiac Brave story. Final Fantasy Tactics original staff. These are our... Oh, this was produced by Hironobu Sakaguchi. Nice. Yasumi Matsuno is another absolute game genius that unfortunately was underutilized by Square Enix after not he directed a couple games for them, including this one, and did a fantastic job, but the suits at the company didn't quite agree with the way that he did things, and he had creative differences with a lot of the established people at the company, and unfortunately he was kind of ousted after a while. I will say, there's a couple scenes left. I do believe that there's one or two more things that are going to be revealed to us. So. And I have no way of making this go faster. So, but yeah, I will take this time. Thank you so much, everybody. This is stream, I believe, number 20, maybe 21 for this series. And we did it. We have beat yet another Final Fantasy, not technically a mainline Final Fantasy, but I think that if you were to argue with people and say that this should not be included in the overall, Final Fantasy greater canon, as it were, a lot of people I think would have a lot of issues with that. So. Did the game audio just go for other people? This playthrough started in October. How that compares to your completion of other games? You're afraid you've lost track? I believe that this was a faster completion. I believe that even though... Well, I'm not sure now that I think about it. I feel like we are missing out on music here. But I truly do not know. I don't know, I guess we'll play our own music in the meantime. I think that this may have been... I think that this may have been I've been streaming more regularly these couple months, so the stream to month ratio may have made it go quicker. Yeah, that might be part of it. Zero Escape was a lot faster time-wise, but you had a lot... Yeah. Well, I was saying, I think in terms of the other Final Fantasies that I've been playing, this may have gotten done in a longer game time, but fewer number of real-world months, because I've been... Part of it is that in the past what I've done is I've had, like, alternating games. And this, we were like, no, we're going all in on the Final Fantasy Tactics. So we were cruising along, I think, at probably an average of like 6 hours a week or so of this game. Maybe it's like 6 to 7 hours. So. Just gonna. Yeah, 6 went on for a while. Part of that was that I just kept getting kind of burnt out on a lot of things. My life is significantly more stable now than it was for the last few years, honestly. So I have less time, but I typically have more energy. Right? It is a great name for a bot. I really feel like Uninformed Turncoat should have been a real person. Yeah, but 6 took a while. I think 5 wasn't that bad. Oh boy, this version of this game is old enough to vote. Damn. There's definitely music that we're missing here. I feel like we may have had a glitch somewhere. Okay. Zeltenia Castle, Chapel Ruins. Oh, let's get this out of the way. This is our basically after credits scene. Well, not basically, literally after credits scene. King Delita. I thought I might find you here. Everyone has been looking for you. Today's your birthday, is it not? I brought you... Ophelia. How could you? You used them. And all the others. And someday you'll cast me aside just as you did him. And this, I think, is the true thesis statement of the game. This is Delita's fate after all of that. He almost had what we thought would have been a happy ending. Did you get your end in all of this, Ramza? I got this. The end. Game completion data will now be saved to the memory card. So yeah, that was Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, we'll see again. Like that right there was like the thesis statement of the game, right? Oh, holding down square would have been great. Jackie, what are you doing? Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say that, like that very bit at the very end, I think that is the game truly saying like this is what we think. Everything else, the characters pontificating and all that. That no one ever gets to be happy. No, that is not the thesis statement. Here, we're gonna I don't know, hit continue here. Or maybe new game, let it do its thing. What if I just hit back? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here. So basically the game is saying that like the game is condemning Delita and his actions. Because Ramza and his sister presumably got to be happy. The people fighting alongside him, although not mentioned because it's possible, basically it is possible to finish the final battle with only Ramza and Alma alive if you somehow screw everything up. So it's possible, like it is ambiguous as to whether or not anybody else survived, but it is, I'd say it's just as likely, as our two special people of destiny, right? Like the Delita's final scene there is like, because up until that point you're like, oh, like he's gonna be known as the hero king, he's gonna be the common man that rose above it all, and instead at the end of it his machinations come to light and Ophelia stabs him, and he slays her after all of his grand talks that he would gladly give his life for hers. So, like, how much of what he said was true? You know, how much of his devotion to Avelia was true? So, I think that the game ultimately is condemning Delita and his actions. But anyway, we've been streaming for just over 3 hours. This feels like a pretty good spot to call it, actually. We finished the game. We are at, it's late, but not ridiculously late. I think we are just going to end a stream before midnight for the first time in a while. So, everybody, here, we will do our little thing here. Everybody, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you right now when you are watching this. For those of you who made it to the end with me, thank you so much for following along with the end of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. We'll be back next Monday with not Final Fantasy VIII yet. The next game in the Final Fantasy Progression Series project is Final Fantasy VIII. We will be playing that soon, but first I am going to do a little bit of a Final Fantasy break, and we will play other stuff for a little bit. We will see how dedicated I am to the other things, but we will be playing not Final Fantasy for a time. So, if you're watching this as a VOD, thank you so much. Hang out for 3 hours. I really appreciate it. Almost 3.5 by the time this is all over. So I hope everybody, I appreciate you guys keeping me company. I hope that I was able to successfully keep you all company, either if you're watching now or in the future. And, we will be wrapping things up. So, I think, let's see here. I think we're not going to raid or anything. I don't have anybody off the top of my head that we really want to send ourselves to. Everybody be good to each other, be good to yourselves, until our paths cross again in this big wide universe of ours and my particular corner of this particular little galaxy. Keep on shining bright. I will see you guys in the next one, and until then, take care, Starlights. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.